All right, started recording. So today we're going to start focusing on our English lessons, and we're going to start with a past paper. I didn't manage to find the 2020 past paper, but when I find it, we're going to go through it. I did manage to find English paper 2, 2017 past paper, but the format hasn't changed for years, so it's the same thing. So for English, we've got paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 2 is mostly interested in your vocabulary and sentence constructions. So you're going to find things like questions on vocabulary and questions on sentence construction, which have been popularized in Zambia as rewrites. So that's what we're going to focus on today, but we're going to focus on an aspect of vocabulary first, because the first 20 questions are half questions that are just focused on your vocabulary. So we're going to focus on them first. Then at the end of this lecture, I'm going to send you a composition assignment. All the new words that we're going to learn, there are about 20. I'm going to expect them, I'll expect you to include them in your composition that I'm going to send you. Then you're going to send me a picture of your composition, then I'll read it through and critique. So practically, question 1 is sentence structure. So the topic is on sentence structure and vocabulary. And we're going to go through these questions together so that we should have a feel of how the exam is, so that I also gauge your level of vocabulary master. And there's no way to escape the fact that if you want to improve your English skills, your writing skills, you have no choice but to read. And reading nowadays doesn't necessarily mean you have to buy books from Bookworld or Grey Matter. We are living in the digital age. You can download a small soft copy book on vocabulary. You can read certain interesting articles that you find interesting, maybe on nature, politics, the police force, etc. Just expose yourself to as much English language as you possibly can, because you'll be examined based on how broad your vocabulary is and how well you can construct sentences in a composition, be it a formal composition or an informal composition. So let's start with the first aspect of vocabulary. Let's read through the question together. So question 1 says sentence structure. And as you can see, it's carrying quite a lot of marks here. It's 20 marks for both question 1 and 2, but they are split. Section 1, it's vocabulary, and then the other section will be rewrites. But let's first try and focus on our vocabulary aspect. So here they are saying there are 20 items in this section. And for each sentence, you are required to place the underlined words or words. So it can be a single word or it can be a string of words, almost like a half sentence, with the words with similar meaning. So similar meaning means synonymous, something that's close to the actual meaning. It won't necessarily be the exact same meaning, but it is synonymous. So it's close to the actual meaning provided in the box below. Write your answers in the blank spaces provided as shown in the example below. So here we have got a box of certain synonymous words that have a similar meaning with the following sentences. And our words here, we have got infringed, enrolled, psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity, revealed, authentic, surpasses, sophisticated, vigor, broke up, acknowledged, adjacent to, attire, fortnight, surveillance, amiable, mobility, disposed of, and contemporary. So the first thing here, you can see this example here. So you have to follow instructions. So following instructions is part of the exam also. So here's an example which shows the instructions. They have chosen, as you can see, there are about 20 questions here, but there are 21 words. So the first one has been taken out for you and it's been given as an example. So here the example says, this is a genuine leather. So you have to look at this box here and be like, all right, so which words matches with genuine? So I'll be ticking them with blue. So which word is synonymous with genuine or similar to genuine? So the answer here, oh, all right, hold on. All right, so let's continue. So as you can see here, the word genuine is synonymous with authentic, something that is close to real, something that has an authentic appeal, a realistic real appeal. So, or genuine is synonymous with the word authentic. So please follow instructions. And as you are moving along, I would consider maybe get maybe a blue pen or a black pen and start to highlight the words that you've already used so that you don't get confused. Actually, since we're in digital, we're going to highlight using using blue. I wanted to use blue. Let's use a blue marker. So you have seen the instructions. So we're looking for words that are synonymous to the words that are in this table here. So let's now go to question 1. So question 1 reads, after the examination, he got rid of all the old books. So here we're looking for a word that is synonymous with got rid of. So got rid of. So what word is synonymous with got rid of in this table here? So, all right. Okay, let me try admitting you one more time. All right, you're back, right?
Yes.
All right, okay. I hope the internet stabilizes. So where should I start from? Should I start reading the instructions once more?
Yes.
No.
Mama, what Bobby? Bobby in the shop.
In the shop.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so should I start reading the instructions once more?
Yes.
Okay, Mama, with the bag.
Okay.
Charity, that the kids is disturbing the lesson. All right, so I did tell you that with this section, we're focusing on our vocabulary skills. And since we're focusing on our vocabulary skills, reading instructions are part of your examination process. So here the first question says, there are 20 items in this section, and for each sentence you are required to replace the underlying words or word with words of similar meaning. So the word synonymous means it is similar in nature. It doesn't have the exact same meaning, but it is close to the exact meaning. So provided in the box below, right? Your answers in the spaces provided are shown in the example. So remember, instructions are part of the examination process. So let's look at this example. It says, this is genuine leather. So here you have to look for a word that is similar to genuine, that is synonymous with genuine in this table. As you can see here, we have got 21 words, but we've got 20 questions. The first one has been used as an example. And if you encounter such a table, I recommend that you use maybe a blue or a black pen to sort of highlight the words that you've already used, just to underline them so that you don't get confused. So the word that is synonymous with genuine here is authentic, meaning something that's real, something, that's genuine. So genuine is synonymous with the word authentic. So that's how we go. So let's look at question 1. Question 1 says, after the examination, he got rid of all the old books. So here we are going to look for a word that is synonymous or similar in meaning with got rid of. So what word is similar with got rid of in this table? We have infringed, enrolled, psych, get rid of, going, diversity, revealed. So here the word that is closer to get rid of is this word here, dispose of. So this is our target word. So you go in your exam, you highlight it, you underline it, you say, all right, get rid of is synonymous with disposed of. And you write it there, all right? So I'll say disposed of. So that would be our answer there. Then you continue. By the way, it's quite a lot of work because all your answers carry half marks and there are about 20 of them. So you have to keep on referring to the table. No wonder I say highlight so that you see the words that you've used and how many words you have left. So the second question says, in all the grade 12 learners should come in their sports dress. So which word is synonymous with the word dress or something that rhymes with uniform? That is synonymous with the word uniform in this table. So you start reading through the words. Okay, infringe, enrolled, etc. The word here that's close to a dress or a sports dress is an attire. So the synonymous word here has to be, attire. It's attire. So you highlight it there with your pen and you write the answer here so that you keep track of your progress. So you say attire, like so. So we move on. Question 3 says, the girl always exceeds her classmates in mathematics. So here now it's going to be a collective of words. So we have to look for a collective of words, maybe two or maybe two words that rhymes with exceeds. So the girl always exceeds her classmates in mathematics. So looking at this table here, the word that's synonymous with exceeds should be surpasses. So we have to use this word here, surpasses. So you highlight it with your pen there so that you keep track of all the words that you've used and you write your answer as surpasses. Surpasses. Okay. So we move on to question 4, which states, who disclosed that secret to you? So from this table here, we have to look for a word that is synonymous with disclosed. Who disclosed that secret to you? Do you want to give it a try? Which word rhymes with disclosed here? Who disclosed that secret to you? So a similar word that has a similar meaning with disclosed. Who disclosed that secret to you from this table? Any guess? We have infringed, enrolled, psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity, revealed, sophisticated, vigor, broke up, acknowledged, adjacent to, fortnight, surveillance, amiable, mobility, and contemporary. Those are the words that we have left. So among this list, which words do you think is close to disclosed that secret to you, such that it makes sense in this statement? Who disclosed that secret to you? So which word do you think is similar to disclosed or synonymous with disclosed?
Revealed.
Which one?
Revealed.
Revealed, yeah, exactly. Okay, we're doing good. So revealed. So you get your revealed there and you write it there. Revealed. Okay. Now we'll be helping each other. So the next word here, oh, we haven't highlighted revealed. Huh? So let's highlight, oh, we have, okay. So his rights were violated when he was in prison. So we have to look for a word that rhymes with violated from this table. So his rights were violated when he was sent into prison. So I'm sure now they are talking about human rights, which are intrinsic in nature. They are just your rights just based on the fact that you are existing, you are born. So which one rhymes with his rights were violated when he was in prison? So the word that we have left is infringed, enrolled, psych, get rid of, going, ongoing, diversity, sophisticated, vigor, broke up, acknowledge, adjacent to, fortnight, surveillance, amiable, mobility, and contemporary. Any guess? Any try? Anything? So the correct answer here, I'm sure you know it in, deep down in your heart, but you are just nervous to say, because like any classroom, you're afraid to say the correct answer for some reason. So the answer here is infringed. So the one that's synonymous with violated is infringed. When your rights are infringed, your rights are violated against your own will. So infringed is our correct answer there. So we move on to question 6. So as we move on, the questions get, you have to think a little bit, but the good part is that as you answer these questions, the fewer words that you have left. So it will be easy for you to make an educational guess based on logic. So we move on to question 6. It says, the police, no, give you a bit of time to rejoin. All right, so we answered question 5 here, and the word that is synonymous with violated is infringed. So let's take a look at question 6, which states the police are investigating a complex murder case. So something that is complex, something that's not easy to understand, something that's, you have to really think about it in order for you to understand, because it is. So we're looking for a word that is synonymous with the word complex. Is it enrolled, psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity, sophisticated, vigor, broke up, acknowledge, adjacent to, fortnight, surveillance, amiable, mobility, or contemporary? So what words do you think is synonymous with the word complex? Something that's complex, something that's, not so easy to make an opinion at first glance, where you have to think like, what is this that I'm looking at from those listed words? Do you want to give it a try? Any attempt?
No.
All right, I'll help you, but the assignment that I'll give you will require you to use all these words. So the word that rhymes with something that's complex in nature, that you have to sort of think about in order for you to understand it, is sophisticated. So when you tell someone you're sophisticated, you are telling them they like things that are, fancy and complex in nature. So remember, this exercise is designed for you to find things that are synonymous, so things that are close to the actual meaning, but they won't necessarily mean the same. So the closest word here to complex is the word sophisticated. So our answer here will be sophisticated. Sophisticated. I hope I've spelled it correctly. Make sure you check your spellings to just make sure you spelled the words correctly, because sometimes people who mark English are very strict with spellings, especially if they've given you the exact spelling of the word. So be sure to write the correct spelling. So let's look at the next question here. Question 7 says, every after a period of 14 days, we write a test. So we are looking for one word that rhymes with a period of 14 days. So every after a period of 14 days. So this is where the examiner just says, we don't want the students to get everything correct. So we're going to add a fancy word that I'm sure no one is going to get this. At least let them fill at least 1 or 3 questions. We make life a little bit hard for them. There will be a word like this. So every after a period of 14 days. So this is where you now use your logic. Can it be enrolled? No. Can it be psych? No. Can it be get rid of? Really, no. 14 days, no. Can it be ongoing? It has to be a period, no. Diversity, no. Vigor, no. Broke up, obviously not. Acknowledged, adjacent to, contemporary, no. Amiable, mobility, surveillance, no. The only weird word here is fortnight, because it rhymes with some certain days of the week, like a fortnight means like maybe after 2 weeks or so. So the word that you have to use through deductive reasoning or through logic will be fortnight. So fortnight is synonymous with a period of 14 days. So you put your answer here and say fortnight. Fortnight, like so. Did we highlight it? Yes, we did. So those are the only words that we have left, about 10. We move on to question 8. Our house is next to the post office. Our house is next to the post office. So we're looking for a word that is synonymous with next to, or that is similar in meaning with the word next to. So do you want to give this one a try? Which one do you think is synonymous with next to in these words that we have left? In road, psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity, vigor, broke up, acknowledged, adjacent to, contemporary, mobility, amiable, and surveillance. Which words do you think rhymes with close to? Oh, all right, so I'll just continue the class. So the word that is similar to close to here among our given list will be adjacent to. So we're going to use the word adjacent to. So we highlight it as usual and say adjacent to. Okay, so let's go to question 9. It says Nirongo was born in the same year as me, and he is therefore my equal or age mates. So as usual, from the given list, we have to look for a word which rhymes with my equal. And from this list of words here, I can see that the answer should be a contemporary. So something that's close to, or something that's close to an equal is a contemporary. So the word has to be contemporary there. So you write it down as contemporary, like so. So we go to question 10, says Mutinta has enlisted for a medical degree at the University of Zambia. It's not that easy. You first have to pass through a selection process under the School of Natural Sciences. Then you can be qualified to enlist in the School of Human Biology, then further enlist, which is the School of Medicine. So Mutinta has enlisted for a medical degree at the University of Zambia. So we're looking for a word that is synonymous with enlisted. We're looking for a word that is synonymous with enlisted. So a word that is synonymous with enlisted should be, if we analyze this table here, the word that's close to is enlisted. We're looking for enrolled. So we're looking for the word enrolled. So that's the one that's close to enlisted. So we'll put that as enrolled, like so. They sang the national anthem with strength. So we're looking for something, a similar word that rhymes with strength or great enthusiasm. So the word from this list, we're left with psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity. There it is. Our word should be vigor. So they sang the national anthem with great vigor or strength or enthusiasm. So our word has to be vigor. By the way, it looks easy for me right now. It's because I've exposed myself to a lot of English, and it's easy for me to make word connections. So this can happen to you also if you dedicate yourself to reading not only books, but things that interest you, interest in articles. Find new words, get like some form of notebook and just write down all the new words that you learn in a day, write down the meaning, track them down just like that. So the police and his parents have put him under a close watch so that he does not join a gang of criminals. So here we're looking for a word that's a close watch. I think it's surveillance. Close watch is very synonymous with surveillance. Because we have a few words now, it's easy to pick out which words should be the correct answer. So here it's a surveillance. So we're going to put our answer right here. And we'll say surveillance. So surveillance, not the spellings. So the teacher will give us a test to psychologically prepare us for the final examination. So something that rhymes with psychologically prepare. This teacher is psyching their students. So the correct answer here has to be psych. Put our correct answer there and say psych. Like so. He is an easy and pleasant to talk to person. So someone who's easygoing, very friendly in nature. This person is amiable. I saw the word amiable in that information table. So the word amiable. So at least now you see that underlining the words you've used, you can now easily see which ones you can pick from. The question just becomes way easier, even if you don't know the the closest meaning. You can use logic and deduction to come up with the answer. So the answer here is amiable. You need to do away with bad table manners. So I did see get rid of in that table. So our answer should be get rid of. So you need to get rid of bad table manners. Where are we? So our answer should be get rid of. So get rid of. Okay. Her legs are crippled, and as such, her movement has been hampered. So a word that's close to mobility is there, or that's close to movement. I saw the word mobility. Look at me getting all excited. So I saw a word that I saw mobility in the table because now it's easy to figure out the words. So our answer is mobility. So mobility is ticked off. And we answer it there as mobility. So mobility. They separated last year. As such, they are no longer husband and wife. So a synonymous word to separated is broke up. So broke up. Then the investigations are still in progress. The investigations are still in progress. So we highlight broke up there and ongoing. So the next answer there is ongoing. Still in progress is synonymous with ongoing. So we'll say ongoing. Ongoing. All right. I will confirm receipt of your letter. So there are only two words that are left. So this should be acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yeah, acknowledge. And broaden should be diversify. So confirm, acknowledge, broaden should be diversify. We need to diversify our economy so that we do not rely on copper production alone. So diversify. So this is how you get all your 10 marks in the vocabulary section of paper 2 English paper. You start with the words that you know, you sort of start to highlight, so acknowledge and diversify. So as you highlight, you can sort of deductively reason using logic the correct answer, even if you do not know. So my assignments to you, I'm not going to send the assignments, but I make sure you're actually watching these videos. My assignments to you, I want you to it would be a descriptive composition. Let me see. All right, so I want you to write a descriptive composition with the title, My Future Career. So the title of your composition will be My Future Career. And in this composition, I want you to use all these words that we've learned today, all these synonymous words. So your composition has to consist of the words infringed, enrolled, psych, get rid of, ongoing, diversity, revealed, authentic, surpasses, sophisticated, vigor, broke up, acknowledge, adjacent to, attire, fortnight, surveillance, amiable, mobility, disposed of, contemporary. I want to see all these words used in your composition. If I don't see them, I'll be very unhappy. And that's how we learn English. So I'll see you tomorrow in the next class. Let me just send you this lecture. We'll see you in the next class. Have a good day.